Hello, hello. Apologies for the late start. I was in the ice bath. Let me just get the timer up. I know, mate. I know. Great chance early on. Newcastle with a goal. Brilliant. Fucking honestly. They couldn't hold on for more than fucking 2 minutes. Newcastle concedes in under 2 minutes. Just like that. Just like that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's terrible. It's absolutely the first chance. I mean, the second chance, really. I think Newcastle or Leicester already had a chance, to be fair. Livramento with a cross, back post, and it's as easy as that. If only we had chances that easy, eh? If only we had chances that easy against Brentford the other day. Game's done. I might as well end the stream already, eh? Fucking hell, what a pile of shite. What a waste of time. Oh. Dan, mate, I really am sorry to hear that. That is not what we want to hear. I feel like you'd already set yourself up for the idea that it was going to be more than one day. So maybe, you know, the expectation that you came in with was a little bit different. But there's always next time, mate. Don't you worry. You're a young lad. You're a young lad, and it will. You'll get your chance again. Don't you worry about that. Leicester, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. However, with these watch-alongs, I am ever hopeful that we could see some sort of miracle happen. Whereby we can say we were watching, we were witnessing, we were there to see the downfall. Will there be a downfall? I don't think so necessarily, but you know, it is what it is. So Man City back down to 6th. They've got plus 17 goal difference and 52 points. Wait until you see the updated table I've got for you, boys and girls, because look, wait until you see how tight it is. You've never seen something so tight in your life. Honest to Jesus. Honest to Jesus. Look at this. It's coming in hot and ready. It's it's gone. It was there and now it's gone. Let me there we go. So there is the updated top 10 for you. As you can see, Chelsea still somehow, some way are in top 4. With goal difference being on our side. I did say this. I have prefaced this. I have beaten this drum all season where I've said that Chelsea may still be able to hang on. There may be a chance if we can manage the points just about. The goal difference may well be the deciding factor on the final day. And as of right now, with Newcastle having a game in hand, they've got Palace next Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see. If you are watching on X, do note that I'm live on youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. If you're watching on my on X, then please do go to my profile, Linktree, and then come over to YouTube. It's a much better experience. There's commenting over here. There's, you know, have a little chit chat with people, and have a jolly up in what is usually a pretty hectic place to be on Chelsea match days. It's a lot quieter, but you know, proper fans here. You know, proper footballing fans for games like these. The people that care about what happens in the top four title or in the top four race. How many favors and luck are we going to get? Luck will run out eventually. Then what, Maresca, says Luke. Exactly. I'm again. It's oh god. Very particular fans on social media will tell you, like, he's clearly not doing that bad a job if he's in 4th place. And it's like, fucking open your fucking eyes. Wake up. Jeez. Sorry, Rufus. I'm scaring the dog. What? Fucking open your eyes to what is actually going on. All of this will be for nothing if we don't take our chances. And guess what? Against Brentford, we didn't take our chances. We started with a stupid lineup. And people say, well, Palmer's just come back from injury. Jackson, he's just come back from injury. Fucking Madueke's just come back from injury. You know? And he started. You talk about rotation. Why are you starting fucking Nkunku? I know there's not really much of a choice, but more specifically, why are you starting fucking Sancho after the stinker he put in on Thursday last week against Tottenham? It makes absolutely no sense. Rotation, sure. But just for the sake of rotation, it is absolutely pointless if you're still going to include underperforming slackers like fucking Jadon Sancho. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. And yet he'll still have people backing him, saying, you know, well, it's not like James came on and scored, was it? You know, it's not like Palmer came on and scored. And it's like, fucker, honestly, we had 4 shots in the first half, 1 on target, and that was Madueke, right? We had 21. What's that? Do the maths. That's 18 shots we had in the second half. 18 shots we had in the second half. Imagine if we'd started all of them, right? You go on. Here's a little fucking, you know, here's an idea for you, Maresca. How about you start the players who can score? You shut up shop like you like to do. Get at least 1 goal. 1 goal against a team that have never not conceded at home in any competition this fucking season. All right? And then, when you want to rest players, take them off. And then you bring on Nkunku and fucking, you know, have Jadon Sancho all you like, you know? Defensively, we were sound. We were all right. There was a few bits and bobs that weren't necessarily too good to look at. But the main issue, in fact, the sole issue was was attacking for me. You go in with the idea of scoring. Newcastle have just scored from the halfway line. They've just hit the bar. It's come back out, and it's 2. Murphy with a second goal. Fucking, well, that's that. A shot from the halfway line, off the bar, and into the feet of an approaching Murphy. Puts it in the back of the net. It's 2-0 to Newcastle in the opening 10 minutes here at the King Power. And Jeezy peeps. Jeezy peeps. You would have liked to have hoped. You would have... They scored... He shot from his own half. I think it was Harvey Barnes. I could be wrong. He shot from his own half, hit the bar, and it's come out. There's no defenders in sight, and Murphy's there to just put it in the back of the net. It's a Charlie Adams attempt against Courtois, except it didn't go in. Murphy with a dodgy first touch in the box. First, second, and third, really. and then just toe pokes it into the back of the net. Absolutely outrageous. Outrageously poor defending. Well, not even defending. Just outrageously poor from Leicester all around to allow that sort of thing to happen. What was the score between them and us? Does anyone remember off the top of their heads? Good chance for Leicester. Oh, we won. Mark Cucurella, 1-0 and 2-1. 1-0 and 2-1. Two 2-0 loss in the cup. Did we lose to Leicester in the... We didn't lose to Leicester in the cup. No, Leicester. And Leicester. We'll follow the Chelsea to victory. All together now. There's a lot of you watching across the two platforms. A big thank you to each of you tuning in today. A reminder that this is a new show, Top 4 Watch, that I've forgotten to put the... where is it? There we go. Top 4 Watch. It's a new show that I wanna try and bring it into the new season next season. Do more watch-alongs do all the watch-alongs as much as I possibly can for top 4 related games for the remainder of this season, and then next season it'll still be called Top 4 Watch, but it will just be like games that I wanna do. I'll be doing at least. Aim for 3 watch-alongs a week. Who knows? You know, why not? Have a fucking dabble on some other games, you know? Maybe watch some Borat Banjaluka while we're at it. And, see what happens. But yeah. I reckon the Palace game against Newcastle is going to be a lot better than this. I'll tell you that much for free. Palace are all right at the moment. They're all right. You know? Indeed, he goes in the book. Have I forgotten my cup of coffee? For fuck's sake! Why have they got Pac-Man on their sponsorship? It's Livramento that goes down. Free kick. From about 45 yards, I want to say. Near the throw-in line. It's going to be a lofted pass. It's a betting company. Crypto money. How original. Ball played forward. I do not see a world in which Leicester do come back based on what I've seen so far. And what I continue to see, he's just run that out of play there. Shocking. Dabu. Joe Terry is one, the Dabu. We're actually lucky to still be in the top 4 after this weekend, says Mike in Malibu. Well, it's good to see that you are one of the sensible ones that realizes just how lucky we are, you know. I like to imagine that you guys think for yourselves, and you. I'm not for 1 second suggesting even slightly that I influence you guys in what you think, but obviously there are content creators that do influence other people, and I like to think you guys are some of the smarter ones. You know, that you call me out whenever I do have a bit of a mare with an opinion. You'll be like, Harry, mate, that was a fucking stinker, you know? With that said, I've seen people on Twitter trying to fucking justify this bullshit that we're going through. And someone even tweeted, and I had to, I wrote out a tweet or a quote tweet and deleted it so many times because I just thought this could come and bite me on the arse in too many ways. So I'll say it on here instead. But it was... What the person said was, I hope people realise that a point at Brentford is actually a pretty good result. And I was just thinking of various ways to say, like, fuck me, the standards of fans at Chelsea Football Club have just gone so monumentally through the fucking floor that and I'm assuming that they're either young or someone who hasn't really supported the club for too long, because I don't trust me, but I'm just saying from my perspective, if you've supported Chelsea for 20 plus years, right, you're not saying that. You are not saying that. You're not going, yeah, you know, goalless draw against a team who hasn't not conceded at home all season in all competitions. We're the first team not to score at the G-Tech in any competition this season. But you know what? A point's a point. You know what I'm saying? A point is a point. It is better than 0 points. Is the most fucking bottom of the league bullshit fucking thing to say that I have heard in quite some time. Of course it's better than nothing. Of course it's better than nothing. But in the context of the season that we're having right now, where it's just anything goes wrong and we are fucked. But for some reason, and again, I got absolutely ridiculed by some people on my Twitter page saying I said that Chelsea are only 4th because the quality of the division this season is so fucking shit that somehow we have found a way to remain 4th. And that the only reason that we are 4th is because everyone below us is so shit. And then I got so many people clowning me saying, well, he's finally worked out how a league table works. Well done, you worked out how a division, and it's like, fuck me, it's clearly not, I've explained this already before, but like, read between the fucking lines. City, United, Tottenham, Aston Villa, countless teams who are typically much better, Newcastle, usually much better than they have been this season, have been absolute fucking shit. And even Liverpool, who are top of the league, losing to Fulham. And I know they're having a good fucking season. But come on. 3-1 at Craven Cottage. Jesus Christ. You're meant to be the league leaders. You're meant to be challenging for a quadruple. But then you got knocked out by Plymouth Argyle in the FA Cup. Knocked out in the FA Cup final, giving Newcastle their first title in fucking 75 odd years. PSG! Who gets knocked out by PSG in the Champions fucking League? I know we did that one year, but that was up for debate, you know. There was all sorts of shenanigans going on there. But yeah, I rest my case. PSG fucking hoon. They stink. Who gets knocked out by PSG in the Champions League? Other than us. So these like revolutionary fucking generational Liverpool side that we're being told, they're losing Van Dijk, they're losing Trent, they're losing Salah. Let's be fucking honest here. The league, the Premier League is muddied. This is quite possibly, sure, it's absolutely entertaining in terms of the top 4 is so tight. I mean, look at the table. It's a joke. But in terms of quality, Jesus Christ, it's a shambles. Absolutely terrible. Rufus has had enough. Yeah, I know. I saw Virgil van Dijk's been speaking out, but, you know, he's not who he used to be either. But Jesus Christ, long story short, the standards of certain fans with regards to Chelsea these days is just like, no one holds us to a standard anymore. No one there are, obviously I hold us to a standard. You guys hold Chelsea to a certain standard. But there is like, if you do hold Chelsea to a certain standard, then you're almost told that you are an entitled little shit. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? You're told, I've been told I'm entitled. because I expect more out of my club than to settle for a 0-0 draw against Brentford. I know we struggle against Brentford over the years, right? I know it's not been good. But even, and I don't want to start going at him, right? But tossing Adebayo after the game saying like, you know, the G-Tech's a hard place to come, and you know, a point will take a point. It's, you know, it's better than nothing. And it's just like, fuck me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Terry coming into a press conference after that and saying, "Yeah, well, we'll take a Brentford 0-0 draws. It's pretty good actually on the face of it. You know, it's better than a loss. A draw is better than a loss at the end of the day." And it's like, fucking hell, man. I reckon if Terry was there, he would have told him to fuck off. You know, it's just a shambles. It's better than nothing. Yeah, it's just, I don't know where this. Well, I know where the weak mentality's come from. It's come from the board. It's come from the new ownership, isn't it? Saying it's going to take a few years. Like Chelsea fans are going to have to get used to losing the odd game here and there. It's not just going to be winning from here on out. That press conference that one of the owners held, where he was like, you know, it's not really going to be the same for Chelsea as it was over the last 20 years, which I get. I understand that. But to just come out and say that Chelsea fans are going to have to get used to losing from time to time is like, what are you saying? What are you talking about? It's ridiculous. What did someone say? We needed that. Was it? Rudy said it. We needed that rant after the game. I'll clip it up and I'll post it at some point. Because I feel like I made some points there. Talking about John Terry, is B baller team playing? What? We had this coming this season when our top two managerial options were Maresca and McKenna, two championship quality managers. I just... Do you trust that we aren't going to get absolutely battered within an inch of our life in at least one game in the Champions League? If we do get Champions League football, you better believe if we get Real Madrid in a group match or Barcelona, whoever, we are getting fucked. Like, it's not even really up for debate, I don't think. It's just, sure, I know we're going to have like new, like other players. If we get Osimhen, if we get Gyökeres, I'm probably not going to get him, but you know, it's probably going to be Liam Delap, isn't it? Way fucking good. Oh my God, honestly, even that. No offense to the geezer, but Jesus Christ, man, have some ambition. If Delap scores against us, oh fuck me, just kill me now. We need a new goalkeeper, which I don't think we're going to go for. I think we're going to stick with Sanchez, quite honestly. I think we're going to do just that. We need a new striker. And we've obviously got Esteval coming in. Andre Santos is coming back. But all the same there, I don't... Truthfully, I've just realised I'm wearing Newcastle colours right now. It's not really the intent, by the way, just to clarify. I don't think Andre Santos plays for Chelsea. I reckon we're going to... I honestly think that we could sell him for a profit. And I reckon the fan base would fucking kick off. I reckon that'll be one of those sales where people are like, hang on a fucking second. Why are you doing that? You know? Barca away would defo be a battering. Is their home record pretty good these days? I don't really keep up with La Liga anymore. But if the mentality in the dressing room is positive after a 0-0 with Brentford, new players aren't going to win, aren't going to do fuck all. Exactly. Yeah, it's just going to infect them, isn't it? I stand by the point as well. I've seen a lot of people saying it, but I don't want to see Nkunku near a starting 11 ever again. You know, for me, I hope his season's. I mean, a Conference League, bung him in there, but I'm pretty much done with Nkunku at this point. Absolute waste of space on the pitch. It's actually such a shame because Isak stinks of Chelsea, doesn't he? If we were good, yeah. If we were a team that you would aspire to play for you know, as a player these days, I don't imagine players aspire to play for Chelsea at this point. You know, Guiu's back at the end of April, apparently. For me, yeah, Nkunku to United could be on. Could see that happening. Good chance. Corner comes in for Leicester. But yeah, I'm done with Nkunku. I'm done with. Wow. I'm so close to being done with Sancho. It's just I know there's a player in there. I know there's a player there. I can feel it. But I feel that I'm more stuck on like the hopes that he works out. Because you remember transfer deadline day when we got him, you know, it was one of those ones where it was, I remember being like, I don't really want him, to be completely honest. Like, it's not 2018. It's, you know, it's not 2019 or whatever it was, 2020. It's not really the same anymore. The allure of Jadon Sancho coming to Chelsea, but then it happened and it started off pretty good, you know, and we were, there was compilations, there was all sorts, but he got injured and dropped at the same time. And then it's never really picked up again from then. So I reckon Sancho's got the game against Ipswich if he plays. And if he stinks it up, if he stinks the gaff up against Ipswich, he can fuck off, honestly. What was another? I had another comment. I haven't even got my phone in here, for fuck's sake. What was I doing? I'm going to have to go out and get me coffee at half-time and get me phone at half-time as well. Leicester haven't scored since the 26th of January. Jesus Christ. I've lost 32 pounds since then. Fucking Jesus Christ. Could it be 8 after this? I remember when everyone was hyped about Nkunku coming to Chelsea as well. Yeah! Yeah! And that was... then we had to wait about a fucking season and a half because it was... you know, he had to wait until like June for us to be able to play him, or you could finally get into the was it the Premier League Summer Series at that point? And then he was injured for like 8 months. And then we finally got to see him, and it's whatever manager we've had hasn't really liked playing him. Here's a chance for Leicester. El Kudus. Not quite Mamouche. El Kudus! Good save by Pope. Was rushing. What? I was rushing. He's a 10. We're not doing him right. Oh, fuck off. My thing is, right, you could be played out of position, and that is potentially an excuse in some capacity. However, However, as a footballer, as a professional footballer who plays for Chelsea Football Club, if you lose the ball or cannot do anything with the ball because you are just clearly not good enough, that's not down to you. He's giving the ball away again. It's because he's not in the 10 position. It doesn't work like that. If you're shit, you're just shit. And chances are he might go to another, and probably will go to another club and tear it up. Chances are that ain't in fucking England. Chances are that's in Germany or in France, you know, where the style of play is completely and utterly different and better suited to someone who walks around the pitch, you know? I'm just saying, the Premier League is not for Christopher Nkunku. Is it embarrassing we haven't had a proper front of shirt sponsor in nearly 3 seasons? Was it last year was Infinite Athlete? Was it 3 before then? Because even Infinite Athlete was like a late one. I was thinking, surely we've had one since 3, but last year we didn't start with a sponsor, and that's why I've got nothing on my home shirt. And then we got Infinite Athlete, and then this season we've had nothing. Last consistent one was Yokohama. God, I miss them. Decent sponsor, man. Underrated sponsor. I really do think it was an underrated sponsor. I can now fit in my black and orange away kit or third kit. I wore that in a preview the other day. Ooh. And it fits very nicely. I've not worn that in 3 years. The best third kit ever, mate. It's fucking incredible. I've kept it in such good condition as well. Here's Isak. Joel Linton looks to make it 3. It comes out. It's surely offside. Harvey Barnes makes it 3. Former club, of course. I need to turn the telly down just a little bit. 3-0. And do you remember at the beginning of the day, people were saying, we're going to be top, we're still going to be in 4th because of goal difference. Well, they need 4 more goals to tie it up. So 4, 5, 6, 7. If they win 8-0, they'll go over us. And at this point, Leicester have a bit of a history of conceding quite a few goals, So if Leicester lose 8-0, it's curtains for top 4, I'm afraid. It's really come at a bad time, this game, because it's come at a bad time as well, because they're getting a chance here against Leicester to really, even if they don't get all the way up to 8 goals today, they're getting closer regardless. They're getting closer regardless. So I don't like our chances. It does look like there are empty seats. People are leaving already. I would. Monday night. Your team have been fucking shit all season. We have Ipswich. Mate, we lost to Ipswich. I keep hearing people say, like, Ipswich is going to be like an easy game, good game for us to get our goal difference up. And it may well be in hindsight. Like, fucking hell, they're leaving in their droves. There are hundreds if not thousands of fans leaving. And I think the commentator said, almost giving them the benefit of the doubt as fans, saying that they might be going to get an early halftime drink. I don't think that's the case. How many goals have Leicester scored? Leicester have scored 25 goals this season. The idea that Leicester might have got a result in this game was never going to fucking happen, let's be honest. Let's just be clear about that. This could be 7 or 8. Well, if it is 7 or 8, they will either level or go above us. Jesus Christ. Mike, mate, I'm sorry to hear that, but you're probably right. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm, he's probably done himself a favour, let's be clear, God rest his soul. But he was one of the lucky ones, I think so. I'm joking. Do you think they can match our goal difference? And do you think we can claw back the difference in our upcoming fixtures? We've got some good games to. If we win, we could win by some margin. Everton could be a good one, but then they are notoriously tricky bastards, aren't they? And then obviously Ipswich. Brentford should have been a game, man. Brentford should have been a game where we really made the most of it, but someone decided to rest all of our goal scorers, so. Bless him, cried twice in his life, once during his daughter's wedding and the other when Terry slipped. Mate, my dad was in tears when Terry slipped. Don't think I've ever seen him cry so hard in my life. Needless to say, the party was over. We had friends over for that game who weren't even Chelsea fans. They were all Palace fans. I don't know why we invited them over, but needless to say, it the house emptied pretty quickly after that was missed. When was the last time did I cry? In 2012? I cried when Torres scored against Barca. I think more than when I was laughing. I was hysterical when we won the Champions League. And me and my brother were running up and down the street. But when Torres scored against Barca, I was proper emotional because I was like, oh my God, we fucking done it. Oh my God, they've given it away again. Isak, it's nearly 4. Should be 4, really. I fucking hate Maresca. They have destroyed my love for the game, says God Almighty. I think, as they say, hate is a strong, strong word, but I struggle to enjoy his football. I must say that much. I must say. It is what it is. He may still pull off the impossible. Oh my God, what a chance for Leicester to get one back. It's hit both posts, gone across the line, not across it, but like along the fucking goal line and out. Oh my God, what a chance. It was offside anyway, I think. No, he's on. It would have counted. Oh! Inside of the post, goes along the line, off the other post and out. Yeah, I would. If I hadn't left already, I would have left already. I would have left at this point. At the end of the day, fuck the UK government, where it all stems from. Yeah, fuck Boris. Silly looking twat. Rip your ears. I apologise, mate. I'll buy you some new ones. Crossed in. Chester Leicester saying, as a Leicester fan, we've got zero luck and zero ability. That's a bad combination. It is. You know, you think of the good combinations in life, you know. Your Bonnie and Clyde, you got your Jack and Jill, you've got your peanut butter and jelly. You've got bangers and mash. Bad luck and bad quality players. That's got to be up there as one of the worst combinations there could possibly be, you know. There are countless better combinations than that. How do you deal with Arsenal fans? They are so delusional. I mean, it probably helped that it helps going to school with them, you know. A lot of my friends at school were Arsenal fans. So having to put up with their shit all the time when I was younger. Not that they won fuck all when I was at school, but in 2003, I was 8. So, you know, there wasn't anyone bragging of Invincibles back then. Well, what fucking year was 2003, I was in year 3. So, I remember bragging in year 5 to my English teacher in year 5 was a Chelsea fan, to be fair. But I remember coming in after a Champions League game the day after. I'd say it would have been like a Thursday or a Wednesday. And I remember proper bragging about that because I think, oh, fuck me, I'd have to look back on the game the Champions League that we played in 2005. I remember being such a cocky little shit back then because we were so good. Obviously, some of the better years. I'm a 95 baby. I'm here. I am, mate. I am. October 1995. So I'm either the year below you or I'm in the same year as you. Wayne Bridge goal versus Arsenal in the Champions League. Yeah. I saw that the other day, actually. It came up on my Twitter feed. I don't even bring up Champions League trophies in the conversation. All I said is we have twice the Champions League trophies as letters in Arsenal's name. I mean, that's one way to put it. August 95, same year. So would you be in this? We've been in the same year. Would you be like, you'd be like one of the like proper older ones in the year? Like October, I was one of the older ones. August, you must have been like one of the oldest. You were on the cusp of being like the youngest in the year or the oldest. School year starts in September. So you would have been the year above me then. I left school I was the youngest in my year, so that makes sense. Yeah, so you were the year above me. I left school so each year was the year I was in. So year 7 I was in is 2007. Year 8 was 2008. Year 9 was 2009, so on. Pretty lucky there to have had that. Very easy way to remember it. I was the eldest in my school days. I think I was probably like the 5th oldest in my year. Where is Mr. Rufus? He's there. He's right there. I should get the Rufus cam up for these streams. Rufus, come here. Come on. Let me come. There he is. Say hello. Oh, he's lying on his back at the moment. I know you can't see him. There he is. Rufus. Come on. He's a bit... I haven't sedated him, I promise. He's very, What are you doing? He doesn't want to... He doesn't want to move. He's been on the jars. Get up. Come on. Oh. You fucking heavy bastard. There he is. Oh. Oh, bless him. Can you see him? Right under his portrait as well. Do you want to go out? Come on. Jesus Christ. It's half time. Bloody cold now. Half time, 3-0. Thank you very much to everyone that's tuned in today. I must say, the growth of this streaming, what do you call it? Show, I guess. Top 4 watch is proving to be a great success. 110 of you watching right now across X and on YouTube. I would beg you, if you're watching on X, come on over to YouTube, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI, and come and subscribe. Get me out of 10.7K, for the love of God. I've been stuck here for months. It's been like 3 months I've been on this fucking number. So it'd be massively appreciated. Listen, half-time at the King Power, and it's been woeful from Leicester from start to, half-time. As you can see, the table has now been updated. Well, it's been updated for a while now. Actually, is it plus 13 or is it plus 14? No, it's plus 13. Newcastle just need 4 more goals to level us on goal difference. We started plus 7 in front of them. And the number is very, very much... was I heavy back then? No, I was very, very skinny, if anything. Or played football all the time, and I was on the running team. Did 100 meters and 200 meters for the school, and athletics team. That was what it was. Borat Banjaluka won the huge game yesterday, but not enough to win on goal difference, I would imagine. No, I only got fat when I met the missus. But I'm back now, baby! I'm 189 pounds today. So for that in kilos is 85 kilos. And in stone, it's 13.5 stone. Come on. Fucking yes. What's that supposed to mean? It means that we've been eating good, is what I'm trying to say. I think over the time I've known her, I've put on... I've put on about 50 pounds. So, you know, we're both looking much better now. Especially me. I've broken into the 180s right now, as of today. 189.4. So with 2 weeks to go until 100 days is up, I could get down a couple more pounds before then. I'll tell you that much. Borak for champions is on. Are they actually the champions? Borak, Banja Luka. They won 1-0. They did not win the league though. They were one goal off. Mania soon. Oh, it's so annoying. WrestleMania is like a day before my 100th day. So I can't drink with I can't watch it with a drink. I can't watch it with fucking any decent, like a pizza or something like that. Because, final weigh-in being 2 days later is pretty, what's the name? League's still on. It got split. Oh, yeah. Well, what do you know? Yeah, it's going well. It's going well overall. Lost what is it overall at this point in the time that I've been doing it? I've lost 32.6 pounds. So I'm a skinny boy these days in comparison to what I was. Still got about a stone to go, but that will go literally within the next month and a half. I'll have lost what it is. Hasn't she stuck with no alcohol, fast food and stuff? Has she? Yeah, she's done exactly the same, mate. She's just not vlogged it. It's been all the same. She's not as much of a drinker as I am anyway. So it's been a lot easier for her in that regard, I would say. But yeah, I'm shocked at how well me more so. I'm shocked at how well I've stuck to it. I've been in a calorie deficit every single day for 86 days. I've done an ice bath every single day for 86 days. I haven't had a takeaway. I haven't had a beer. I haven't had a fag. I've been as consistent as one could possibly wish to be. And you would imagine with the way Chelsea are playing these days that it would drive me to drink. And fucking I tell you what, I want to drink so bad. So bad. It's coming. I just need to sort of wean back into it though. I can't jump straight like fucking 8 tinnies on a stream again for a while. I'll probably have a couple with the Forest game if it's big enough, if it's a game that actually means something. If not, if we get to the Conference League final, I'll have a couple of drinks there. But they're realistically the only 2 games that I see myself drinking for. Club World Cup, I'll be having a couple of beers with those for sure. What in the fuck is that? The Leicester symbol for that. That fox is hideous. Did you see that Osimhen wants to join Chelsea on Obi Mikel? Your thoughts? It's the same old story. Is that recent? Victor Osimhen. So 3 hours ago, Mikel reveals Victor Osimhen really wants to play for Chelsea Football Club. He said this, listen, it will be really sad if we don't get a player who supported us as a kid and wants to play for us for this football club. His idol is Drogba. He will want to break records, win us trophies, get us back to the top, come for Drogba's records, which he won't fucking beat at all, by the way. I'm telling you, that would be his mission. If the club chose not to pursue it, then, well, fair enough. Good luck to them. But the good thing about it is we know where we left it. We can literally pick up the phone and get him straight in the door. I mean, realistically, it's nothing new, is it? We literally knew all of that already. It's all well and good. How annoying is Mikel these days, honestly? Like, don't get me wrong, I love him. But fuck off. It's so jarring. It's just get out the way. Oh my God. Just always trying to get involved with everything. And it's not helping in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's no different to what I do, slagging the players off day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's either slagging the players off or bringing up Victor every time. Osimhen 350 a week, Delap 100k a week. It's I don't see it being Osimhen, to be honest with you. It's made to be Liam Delap, and it's so bound to be Liam Delap that at this point, what's the point? You know. I was pleading my case the other day, saying that Gyökeres would be the one to go for, in my opinion. I just think it's bound to be Delap. It's not going to be anyone else. I'd rather have Mateta. I'd love Mateta. I think Mateta's great. I have wanted Mateta for years. As soon as one of my best mates is a Palace fan, and he's told me from day one, keep an eye on Mateta. This is before he had any sort of like. This is when Mateta had hair, and Mateta when he had hair was shite. Soon as he went bald, my mate said, "Watch Mateta. He's gonna absolutely tear it up," and he's been shit hot since. You know, I really rate him. He must be Osimhen's agent, or he's at least in a bit of the commission. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. Esteval. Oh, people are asking, what's been your favourite signing of the Bowley era? Esteval. I mean, that says it all. If that is genuinely your number one, then I'm not disputing that for a second either. He may actually end up being. But it's got to be Palmer, realistically. João Pedro from Brighton? Nah. Omari Kellyman? What a signing he's been, eh? What a signing he has proven to be. If you haven't liked the stream already, please do smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I can tell you that the record for most likes on a top 4 watch along was broken in the last one. It's going to take some doing to break it on this one. But the record was 44. 44 likes on the last stream, and that is the record. So if we can top 44 to get to 45, then we could be on for you know, a new record. Caicedo is up there as well. Nobody talks about the 100 million for him now. I know, but you still have to factor in that amount of money. It doesn't necessarily matter anymore because of how good he is. But at the same time, it's still a lot of money, you know. Whereas Palmer got him for absolute peanuts and proven to be an absolutely insane acquisition, you know. So even if he has been off the mark for the last 10 games or so, I don't really know what's going on. I don't really know what's going on with him. It's I hope it isn't that he's sort of thinking like, I've got one foot out the door already. You've got to think, if Champions League isn't achieved, he's going to want to go, right? I can't imagine he wants to wait another year for Chelsea to maybe get Champions League next season, or the season after next, rather. Oh my God, this fucking baller league shit. Go away. We need to bin off Madueke to Palace. Madueke is such a... well, not for the fucking... All right. I'm not trying to sound stereotypical here, but Madueke at Palace just seems like the kind of place he would go, but not for the reason you're probably thinking. I'm not a racist, okay? For Christ's sake. Just saying. His style of play, he'd do well. If Palmer left, would you take Eze? Yeah. He's lazy, egotistical, and mid. So Wilfred Zaha, basically. Well, I don't know. I take that back. Wilf wasn't lazy. But the other two stands, you know. I think one thing that you could say is that Zaha wasn't lazy, but it's the same sort of player. Second half is upon us. Again, please do like the stream, subscribe, hit the bell notification. It's Alexander Isak to kick things off for this second half. That the game's already over by all accounts. Anthony Gordon would be good for us too. Do you think Gordon would have been good for us? Don't they work? Hang on. Don't they fucking... Did I see something a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months ago, where it said that Anthony Gordon's like over... He's priced at over 100 million? Or am I just dreaming that? What's his... Anthony Gordon transfer market. He is valued at 65 million euros. I mean, we were heavily linked with him before, weren't we? If you remember. Massively linked with him. Kante said he loved his time at Chelsea and wants to come back to watch a match. On the current team, he says we have some good players. All right. Right. Nico Williams would be a dream, but we aren't getting him. There's so many. I think since Bowley's come in, right, or Egbali, like, you know, Clear Lake and all that sort of, it's just every summer has just been so stressful from my perspective, because not only do I have to do content for myself, I have to do editing and content for Alex as well. So signing like 12 players every summer just absolutely knackers me. So whilst everyone is so excited for signings, I have lost the will to live when it comes to signings these days. I do not want another signing ever again, because it fucking just... The speculation, it never ends. It just never fucking ends. We need to, focus on a few people going out first, please. I'm begging you. I need my holiday. I'm absolutely gagging to go on holiday. I'm so tired from this season. As good as it's been in terms of, you know, it's been entertaining. There's been some highs, there's been some lows. Just like any season, apart from the 21-22 season, or 22-23, whatever, what the fuck it was, you know, the shit one. I mean, they've all been shit lately, but... Number out the door. Number 1 out the door should be Robert Sanchez. Fucking bum. Shall we do an ins and outs? We'll go through the Chelsea men's team. There we go. Right. Sanchez out. Just goes without saying, really. What about Jorgensen? Jorgensen out? Loan. Yeah, probably loan. So Sanchez out. Jorgensen loan. Bettinelli's just going to fucking stay for the rest of his life. Bergstrom as well. It's just not really... Doesn't really matter. Cucurella stay. Tosin stay, I guess, because let's be fair, he hasn't been too bad. You know, he's not my first choice defender by any stretch of the imagination, but he's a good backup, I would say. And I do like him, you know. Badiashile, sell. Absolutely fucking sick and tired of him. And listen, last season I fucking loved him. He was one of my favourite players. But get him out! I've had enough! Colwill, stay, I guess. Good future ahead of him, allegedly. But I am yet to see anything that I really am truly wowed by about Levi Colwill. For me, attitude stinks. Fucking style of play. He's got a mistake in him, left, right, and centre. But I can sense there's a player there. For me, I've been shouting future captain. From Levi Colwill, so you can tell me that I have an agenda against him all you like, and that I need to watch what I say, and he's proper Chelsea and all that sort of stuff. He might be proper Chelsea, couldn't give a bollocks. He needs to get a grip. He needs to get a fucking, a hold of what he's doing. I'm getting a call from Alex, and I don't know if this is me in trouble. Hello? Are you? I'm doing my tier list at the moment. Did you see? I just said he's future captain material. Thank you very much. It does. They've been watching. You guys spy on me so much.
This is the first time we've ever spied on you.
No, it's not.
When have we ever spied on you before?
Oh no! In fairness, it was Reinhard was watching me play FIFA.
Yeah, as if I would spend my time normally spying on you. That would never happen. Also, you need to grow your beard back immediately.
Why?
You look way too young. It's making me uncomfortable.
But it looks good, though, no?
Yeah, it looks all right. But I think you need, your hair to jive with the beard.
Well, I haven't got anything in it today. This is one of my days off, you know?
Oh, all right. Maybe it's the fleece I'm not loving.
I know, it doesn't help. I am kind of wearing Newcastle colours today, so it's...
I'm yet to find a male that looks great in a fleece.
It's a nice one. Look, it's got mountains on it. Do you know?
Can you see my comment and Lacan's comment?
Your what?
Can you see my comment and Lacan's comment on Twitter?
On Twitter? Oh, I don't even know how you can see the comments on Twitter. Hang on.
Oh,
where's the chat? Your what? Oh,
can you see
there is a
comment
chat.
and Lacan's comment? Yeah.
Oh, I never.
Twitter?
Oh, it says you smell. On Twitter. Oh, I don't even know how you can see the.
All right, Hair Bear, love you.
Appreciate that. Okay, love you too. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, you screwed up the thumbnail.
Did I?
Yep. I asked for Sheshko and you put Yokres.
Oh, you did.
Yep. And you told me this game was not VIPable. You were also wrong.
It wasn't when I checked.
Well, unfortunately, it was VIPable. But anyway.
All right.
Goodbye.
Love you, bye. What a piece of shit, eh? Fucking, what a fucking... talking shit about my beard. I can't even have an opinion on Colwell on my own platform. On my... he has Colwell sensors out the fucking wazoo. I can't say anything about Colwell without Alex fucking coming in and saying, stop talking shit about my boy. Oh my God. Anyway, fuck Levi Colwell. Levi Colwell, he can go now after that. Fuck, yeah, get him out. Trevor Chalobah, I love him, staying. Reece James, staying. Malo Gusto. Now listen, it's a little bit hairy. It's a little bit hairy. For me, I'm seeing far too many people saying that we need to sell him. He's had a stinker this season. It's got to be said. It's got to be said. Gusto last season, phenomenal. The crosses, phenomenal. The pass, just everything, phenomenal. He's not been good this season. He's been anything but. I think Gusto may be in the top 3 or 4 pound for pound worst performances of the season on a regular basis. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I think Gusto may have stunk up the gaff more than most this season. But do I love him? I do love him. I don't know. If someone came in with a good offer, I reckon we'd probably humor it, but it's got to be at least 40 million. It's got to be at least 40 million. And someone's saying we got Achimpong as well, which is true. We won't sell him. Yeah, I didn't know, by the way, that you could comment on these. And someone's saying we got... It says you smell. Brilliant. That's down to Maresca. He's kept us ticking this season. He's had his moments, I suppose. I'll keep. But if the right offer came, I think we would sell. I think we would consider it. Wesley Fofana. Alex is going to call me any second now. Wesley Fofana. Much like Levi Colwell, they are the future 2 at the back from what we are being, led to believe and what we have available. Huge prospect. He has frustrated me throughout the season. And injury concerns continue to be a massive, massive problem. And he's out for the rest of the season once again. This isn't just him. It's quite a few players that we have at the moment. Lavia is another one. I will say keep. But the man's made of paper mache, It's hard, but I can't in good conscience say keep Reece James and then sell Fofana. I wouldn't sell Fofana anyway. I will say though, he frustrates me in the same way that Colwell does. He's got a mistake in him. Not as much as Levi, I must say. Probably the better out of the 2. Very good going forward. It's got to be said. But I still believe we haven't seen enough of Wesley Fofana to cast a judgment on the quality that he has. That said, we have seen some really good football from him at the same time. So, Alex, don't worry. I'm not slandering Wesley Fofana, even if he does get on my tits. And I know you hate when I say get on your tits. I bet he's not even watching at this point, but still. I just thought I'd put that one in. Anslamino, not seen a thing from him. Josh Achimpong, obviously keep. Enzo Fernandez. I want to say, I hated Enzo Fernandez. Hate is a strong word. Hate is a strong word. But I grew frustrated of him as well. I think it's just an accumulation of the last season or two for certain players where I just grow tired of them and their lack of effort, lack of talent for a lot of cases. But for Enzo, it was like this player that came in. I was super excited for him, and I just didn't get it. Once he was here, I just didn't get it. I could see potential, but like we were never seeing anything. But now, I would argue he's probably my favorite player this season. I actually think, you know, I held my hands up, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to say I was wrong about Enzo Fernandez, but I tell you what, he's fucking really good at the moment. And then the games just kept getting better and better and better, and the consistency was there, and the passion's there, and he loves to play for Chelsea. He was bobbing along to, you know, Tottenham, get battered everywhere they go, and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, we got to see Enzo appears to be loving his time at Chelsea, even with how it is. And as I said, maybe my favourite player at Chelsea at the moment. And by quite some margin at the same time. Now, Dewsbury Hall, listen, I'm not going to go two ways about it. I never wanted him in the first place. A lot of people on Twitter were hyping him up and saying that he was going to be really good. And I never for 1 second understood why we thought we would buy him, other than for the fact that it was Enzo's number one player. Bring him along with him for the ride and see what happens. I will say at the same time, I didn't think he was that bad against Brentford. I really didn't think he was that bad against Brentford. It's not a good signing, but I do think that he has been getting better over the last 5 or 6 games that he's played. You know, he doesn't annoy me as much as he used to when we first got him. And if anything, I think he's all right. I'm not for 1 second, you know, like if we sold him tomorrow, wouldn't give a bollocks. I could not care if we sold him. But if we had him next season as a squad player, okay. I think the issue with our team at the beginning of the season was that we had too many good players to balance. And as such, we've lost loads of players because they just don't want to be playing second fiddle to the A team, you know, the starting team. Caicedo, it's like another one of those, you know, God, he's just so good to watch. He's just so good. It's just so annoying. And oh, fuck me, Caicedo. You're just so good. I might have to sell him. But no. For me, Caicedo, easily our player of the season so far. I'd say Enzo is close, but not even. He's not close at all, but he's close to the top. Caicedo is player of the season, though, and it's not even really close. Kellyman, Amugu has proven to be one of the most, like, why have we done that? I don't know, but cool. Lavia, Loanese. We'll do Loanese, I guess, as well. Lavia, absolutely love Lavia. I thought when he did come back from injury the first time this season, he was phenomenal. He was so good. He was absolutely brilliant. And I've seen a few people saying it could be time to sell, but no one's going to buy him. No one would, in their right mind, would buy. Well, no, people would if they saw the potential, which he obviously shows quite a lot of potential, but he is quite an injury concern. The only people that would buy him would be obviously someone who's willing to take a risk. I'm keeping him personally. Maybe a loan. I don't know. Strasbourg loan? Who says no? You know? See how it goes out there. Maybe. But if not, keep. Because I love me some Romeo Lavia. Pedro Neto. Just not really hit the heights, I don't think. Certainly a player that I was excited for. But he's just a bit of an It's just been a bit you know? And I think he's too old to loan out, really. Pedro Neto. Is he like wildly younger than I was expecting him to be? He's 25. He won't go on loan. He will not go on loan. There's no way he'll go on loan. So I think if an offer came in, I could see us selling. The wings are going to be fucking filled with players next season anyway. So we could probably, you know. But I do like his style of play. I'm a big fan of his. I just think it's a slightly frustrating that it hasn't worked too well. But at the same time, there's been worse players on the pitch. So loan, if not, keep. Sell, if not, keep. If we had him next season, I wouldn't be upset. Put it that way. He's another one of those. Mudryk, I think he's going anyway. You know, I can't imagine Mudryk's really gonna... I don't know. The way I see it is I think he is... If I reckon at the end of the season, we will have clarity on what the situation is. Either they've been doing like a secret ban that isn't publicized and he'll be back for the next season, or we are just going to sell him at, you know, maybe even just release him. But if we were going to release him, we would have already released him. I just think it's weird that we've not heard anything. There's nothing. Not even a snip. Nothing. Not a single thing at the moment regarding Mudryk. Unless I'm blind and I've missed something, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So on that regard. But for me, sell. He's always got on my tits. He's a proper annoying player to watch. Really, really wanted him to do well, but he's got that Timo Werner in him, you know? He's got that Timo Werner in him, and it's just, I can't deal with that again. Madueke, I go through so many stages of loving Madueke so much. And then other moments where I'm like, oh, fuck off. Just go away. Like, you don't have to be like that. There's certain moments where you just think, please, just put a bit more effort in. I'm begging you. But the same thing goes for Palmer, to be completely honest with you. But it's completely different because Palmer's shown time and time again why he's someone who can probably get away with it a bit more, you know? I think if the right offer came in for Madueke, I wouldn't be upset if he left. It would be sour grapes because I've always wanted Madueke to do well at Chelsea, but I just don't like his style, you know. There's something about there's certain things. He actually charges the defense, unlike Sancho, unlike Nkunku, unlike Sterling, and all these other players who just turn back and pass. At least Madueke actually like fucking goes for it. So I love that about him, but it is a kind of situation where if he did go again, I think it's just the team as a whole. There's so many players. If they just got sold, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not attached to so many of these players. There's so many players I just couldn't give a bollocks if they went. Nicholas Jackson is not one of those players. I love him. I absolutely love him, and I would not sell him. I want to keep him. He's the best of a bad bunch, Madueke. He is. And Kunku can fuck off. Jadon Sancho, he's got like 1 game left. If he stinks it up against Ipswich, if he plays from the start, if he's shite, fuck off. But I will say I've been giving Sancho time and time again. Like I've been really trying to give him chance after chance after chance. And I think we'd be stupid not to send him back for 5 million. I really I don't know. I think we'll have to assess at the end of the season, really. Great chance for Newcastle to get a 4th here. Cole Palmer, obviously keep. Tyreek George, obviously keep. And Mark Guiu, I definitely wouldn't sell him. Maybe loan. I just can't see... If we get a striker, I can't see Jackson being okay with being 2nd place. And Mark Guiu won't be a 3rd place. I mean, he might. But yeah, no, you're right. If we have Nico and Victor Osimhen, we need Guiu to be around for the African Cup of Nations. Is that this coming year? When's that? AFCON. That's not for another couple of years, is it? Surely. 2020. Oh, it's this year. It's this December. So yeah, we need to keep him. Unless, of course, we get Liam Delap, then it's not a problem at all, you know. Loan players. Petrovic, for me, goes straight in goal. Straight in goal. From what I've seen, is he not like rated the best goalkeeper in Ligue 1? Sherman Lowe, I don't fucking have a clue. Kepa Arrizabalaga, who's that? Kepa needs to go, man. Sell him. I don't know why we loaned out Petrovic. I don't understand either, to be completely honest with you. Clearly better than Sanchez. Max Merrick, no idea. Axel Disasi, sell. Ben Chilwell, sell. Renato Vega, when's his loan spell run out? Renato Vega. Because fuck me, I loved Renato Vega. I fuck, Jesus Christ. I was so annoyed when he left. But I kind of got it. But not really. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Renato Vega, so I'm keeping. But I would assume he would need to be guaranteed starting place. Papa Bredge saying I'd take Vega as a centre back over Colwill. Alex is gonna. His fingers are on the pulse right now. Alfie Gilchrist, what the fuck happened to him? Is he where I think he is? He's at Sheffield. No, where the fuck is he? Oh, no, youth career. Yeah, Sheffield United, yeah. Has he played? He's played quite a few games. 29 games. Scored a goal and disappeared. Sell? He's not getting back in the team, is he? Realistically. 21. Has he been good for Sheffield United? Does anyone know? No idea. Dylan Williams, no idea. Bashir Humphreys was obviously a big name. Loan for Sturge. Caleb Wiley, loan. Uga Chukwu. Big fan of him. Does he get into the squads? He will have had 3 managers at Southampton. Is that correct? He's at Southampton, isn't he? Yeah. So in midfield next season, if I'm looking at the senior team, right? Midfield, we will have, based on my thing of like selling and loaning and drawing, selling and loaning and keeping, Enzo stays, Dewsbury Hall stays, Caicedo stays, Lavia stays. So that's 4, right? James obviously kind of plays there under Maresca as well, but realistically it's those 4. You then have Leslie. You've got Carney, who I personally think he's good enough to be in the starting 11. He just needs regular time. By all accounts, he's been doing good at Dortmund. $15-year-old with no sponsor. I was wondering why he didn't have a sponsor on his shirt. So realistically, Dewsbury Hall goes. Keep Leslie, keep Carney. But then we've got Santos as well. Probably loan out Leslie in that case. Keep. Oh, fuck me. Santos has to stay, realistically. Castledine, fucking loan. Felix, sell. No one's going to want to buy him, though. We're keeping George, obviously. Joao Felix, sell, but no one's going to want to fucking buy him. Breuer, sell. Alex Matos, has he been all right on loan? I've not really been keeping up with him. I was more keeping up with him last season, but I haven't really. He was at Huddersfield last season, wasn't he? Yeah, so now he's at Oxford. He's not done absolutely anything. 4 games. 5 total appearances. 1 in the FA Cup, 3 in the league. Jesus. Jimmy J. Morgan. Not a clue. Raheem Sterling, sell. David Washington. It's another one back on loan. We're going to have so many loans again. Fuck's sake. But yeah, there's either way. There's going to be a lot of movement, is there not? In the squad next season. Sterling's got to go. Sterling's still got another 2 years on his contract, though, hasn't he? How long's his contract? Chelsea contracts. Capology. Raheem Sterling, still the second highest earner on the squad. His contract ends at the end of the 26-27 season. Jesus Christ. So he's got 25, 26, 26, 27. He's got 2 more seasons on his contract. Sterling to Tottenham, such an obvious move. Would be crazy, no? So, yeah, 3 years remaining on his contract. Who's got the most contract years left? Cole Palmer's got the most years left. 9 years. Jackson, 9 years. Enzo, 9 years. Pedro Neto, 7 years. Caicedo, 7. Mudryk, 7. Felix, 7. Jorgensen, 7. Anslamino, 7. Renato Vega, 7. Badiashile, Sanchez, Madueke, Gusto, Lavia, Washington, and Wiley, 6 years. Whose contract's running out soon? Oh, yeah, because he's on fucking loan. Jadon Sancho, 1 year. Bettinelli's 2. Tyreek George only has 3 years left on his contract. Reece James 4. Yeah, so, I mean, realistically, everyone has, like, quite long contracts left. There's not really anyone that's left that's, like, nearly running out. We're just stuck with these players. The referee has just fouled a Leicester player there. He's 15. Needs to be 18 to begin. Yeah, that's why there's no sponsor on his shirt. You can't wear a sponsor if you're too young and it's a gambling product. You can't be seen to promote something that you're not old enough to consume yourself. So the table appears to be going to stay the way that it looks at the moment. We've got 4 goal difference over Newcastle. But they do have a game in hand. There's still 10 minutes to go in this game. Although it is stuck on 80 minutes, my clock. What's going on with my clock? My shirt. Is it 80-37? Good enough. We'll follow the Chelsea. Hello, hello. We are the Chelsea boys. You're humouring the idea. Oh man, this game, great tackle there, has been it's been a lost cause from the second minute. And I'd like to say it's been an entertaining game. It has not really, let's be completely honest. Tonali's down, what a shame. Could be a red card here. I'll get up, man. That's a good tackle. That's a great tackle. Big thank you to everyone that has been watching today. Really do appreciate it. There is quite a lot of you watching. 96 of you on Twitter and 26 of you on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, please do like the stream. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already and hit the bell notification so that you know when I'm live next. I will not be live for the next 2 days. What is that jumper? What the fuck is that badge? Why is the Newcastle badge is like completely blacked out? Obviously, Champions League is starting again this week, so I won't be doing the streams for that. I will potentially be doing the streams for the what do you call it? Second legs of the Champions League, Arsenal versus Real Madrid and PSG versus Aston Villa. Are they the only games? Is it semi-finals? Quarterfinals? Bayern Munich versus Inter. And it's Barca versus Dortmund, PSG versus Aston Villa. I'm assuming next Tuesday is the Aston Villa. It is. We'll do some watch-alongs for those next week. I'm off from work next week, so I've got 2 weeks off for the Easter period. So I've got loads of free time. So we'll be doing a lot of streaming over those 2 weeks. So keep your eyes peeled for that. This coming weekend, hang on. So we've got the game today. That's out. That's done. We're not streaming tomorrow. Wednesday, I'll have a preview up for the game against Warsaw. How exciting. I bet you cannot wait. Oh, dear. Callum Wilson in pursuit there. Thursday, we've got the game. Friday, I'll be live on twitch.tv/HarryCFXI for some more Red Dead Redemption 2 from 7 p.m. UK time. Saturday, we'll be doing 3 p.m. kickoff watch-alongs for Brighton versus Leicester, Nottingham Forest versus Everton, and Southampton versus Aston Villa. All of those games have implications on Chelsea. So join me for that. Some 3 o'clock kickoffs. We can also talk about what happened in the City Palace game because that will have been the 12:30 game. Sunday, we've got the game against Ipswich. And then in the evening, there is Newcastle versus Manchester United, of which I probably won't do a stream for that, I'll be honest with you. Monday, we've got Bournemouth versus Fulham. I'll do a stream for that as well. And then we've got the Champions League on both days. Thursday, are we playing the Thursday after? We are, by Jove. Thursday and then Friday, there's nothing else on, so there'll be some more Red Dead Redemption. And then fucking, Saturday, some more 3 o'clock kickoffs. Oh, no, I'll do the 5:30 game. That's Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Big game there. Big game there with regards to Chelsea there. And then we've got Fulham on that Sunday as well. So just for the next couple of weeks, we've got a lot coming up. So keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when I'm live for those. If not, if you're watching on Twitter, I look forward to seeing you then. With that said, 4.5 minutes to play. I can't imagine there's going to be too much in the way of added time. Most of the Leicester fans have fucked off home. I'd like to say they've had their day out and they fucked off home, but many of them left after the third goal. So fair play to the fans that have stayed, but, does Leicester City win the Premier League 10 years ago? How does Leicester City win the Premier League 10 years ago into getting relegated? I mean, they've only just been promoted. So they've been relegated twice since getting the Premier League. It's not been good for them. Not been good for them at all. Trippier coming off. Just the final minutes now. Our goal difference looks safe. It does. For now. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Also, Alex slagging off my beard. First of all, the cheek of it, considering his facial hair in comparison to mine. Second of all, he said I need to do more with it so that it blends into my hair more. It's literally blends in. Oh, what more do you want? It's a bit of a mess at the moment, I'll give you that. But Jesus Christ. The cheek. The cheek of it all. Newcastle with a chance here. Harvey Barnes crossed in. He's the most basic looking American bloke out there. I wouldn't agree with that, to be fair. I feel like Alex looks like he's I'm trying to think. If he said he was like Slovakian or like Eastern European, I could see it, Not quite Russian, not quite Ukrainian, but somewhere around there, No offense, but you look like a B-Tech broyer. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think that's true in the slightest. Gone are the days where I'm compared to Olivier Giroud, you know? We'll do, actually, before I lose you all, here are the upcoming fixtures for all of these remaining games. As you can see, Chelsea with Ipswich, Fulham, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester United and Nottingham Forest. A maximum points of 74. And Newcastle, as we've seen, have won comfortably here today. 77 points, the maximum for them. 77 points, the maximum. Because as we know, they do have a game in hand still to play. So we'll be doing we'll be doing the when is that? The watch along for that would be the. Is it the 23rd? No, that's Arsenal versus Palace. When is the game against Crystal Palace? They've got Leicester, which they've played, Manchester United and Palace. Newcastle. Their upcoming game is Wednesday, the 16th of April. So next Wednesday, I'll be doing the stream for that, as well as maybe Champions League. But I'll be keeping an eye on that, on the Newcastle Palace game more so. But 77 points for them. It's getting closer at the top rather than on the bottom teams. Aston Villa's still definitely in with a chance. But as you can see, it's more so Chelsea, Forest, Newcastle and City all still in with a massive chance. Aston Villa coming up the Ree. They're coming up the Ree. 5 minutes of additional time for no reason whatsoever. Great chance. Headed across goal by Jamie Vardy. And not quite in the back of the net for the 38-year-old geriatric. Oh, I should probably add my little... whoop. Five minutes. Jacob Murphy, 2 goals. 32 pressures and 4 touches in the opposition box. Wow, wow, wow. If this game could end now, that would be great. It's 10-10. Jesus Christ. Indeedy. Good interception. Vardy could be in here. You fucking greedy bastard. What a waste. God, Leicester are fucking shit. My God. You often wonder, is a team really that bad to be relegated? The answer is absolutely yes in regards to Leicester. You'd like to think we would do well against Ipswich, considering they're 18th this Sunday. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee in the slightest. So we'll have to wait and see on that part. Newcastle just trying to run down the clock. Here's a chance here for 4. If Leicester could do us a favour and not concede again, that would be great. Callum Wilson! Harvey Barnes coming in hot. Puts it over the bar. Luke, mate, thank you for watching. All the best. I'll see you on Thursday. And Papa, thank you for watching as well. It's the hair and chin and beard. I mean, I'm not Albanian whatsoever, so do I have Albanian looking tendencies to my facial features? Can't say I have ever been told I look Albanian, but Commentator said, Leicester will be looking for a goal. It's looking unlikely. I don't think a goal's going to make a difference now. I think they might have left it about 91 minutes too late to find another goal. Last minute, final minute. Thank you very much to each and every one of you that has tuned in today. It really does mean a lot to me. I've been trying to, build up the top 4 watch. This is episode 4, funnily enough. And I feel like we've grown. Stream on stream on stream. This is the most views for a stream on the top 4 watch. So a big thank you to those of you that have watched on YouTube, on Twitter as well. There's so many of you watching on Twitter today. So a big thank you to you. It's been a pleasure. It's been a really, really good stream. I've really enjoyed it. We've got through a lot. We spoke about the game against Brentford. We've done some keep, loan, sell. We've done pretty much everything except talk about the game because it's been a walkover. But again, please do like the stream, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. And until Wednesday for Wednesday's preview against Warsaw for the game on Thursday, I will see you then. If not, I will see you on Thursday for the Chelsea watch along. And again, don't forget, I'm live on Friday for some Red Dead Redemption 2 on twitch.tv/HarryCFXI. All of my platform links are in my link tree on all of my platforms, so please do check it there if you want to know where any of my stuff is. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. Check my link tree and you'll see there. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Stay safe. See you later. Goodbye.